Hello everyone. A warm greetings to all my dear students. Students, this is the second video of chapter 11 conjunctions. In this video, I will be explaining you the uses of some more conjunctions like when, where, although and if. So, let's get started now. Have a look at the board. So, students, today the first conjunction which we will study is when. Where do we use the conjunction when? We use when to show time. When is used to show time. Now let us take two different sentences. The mangoes ripened. The mangoes ripened. The first sentence. And the second one, the weather is warm. So it is again question as well as answer. So we have joined it with when. The mangoes ripen when the weather is warm. So this is the first part and this is the second part. So the question and the answer, you can show it as a reason also, but along with reason it is showing time. So the mangoes ripen, the weather is warm. So I have joined it with the conjunction when. The mangoes ripen when the weather is warm. Now, the second conjunction for today is while. Where do we use while? We use while to show contrast between two things. That is opposite. Contrast means opposite. So, while to some extent it is similar with but. The example is he was sleeping, the boy escaped. He was sleeping. The boy escaped or ran away. So to join these are two different ideas. So to join this we will use while. And while we have used in the beginning, while he was sleeping, the boy escaped. While he was sleeping, the boy escaped. Now I am repeating once again, students, have a view of it. The first conjunction which we will study today is when. It shows time. The example, the mangoes ripen is one sentence. The second sentence, the weather is warm. We have joined these two with when. The mangoes ripen when the weather is warm. Now the second one is while. While is almost similar like but. It shows contrast between two things, that is opposite ideas. The example is he was sleeping, the boy escaped. So we will join it with while. While he was sleeping, the boy escaped. Now, the third conjunction which I will explain you is although. Where we use although. There is some particular rule where we use although. And although you can place it at the beginning of the sentence also or in the middle also while we are joining two sentences. So, have a look here now, students. Although. First, you should know where we use it. So, it shows a fact that makes another fact look surprising or unusual. So, two facts must be there in the sentence and one fact is always related to the second fact and it shows a fact, one fact which makes the other fact look very surprising or unusual. Let us take an example to understand it more clearly. Example, she tried very hard. First sentence. Second, she could not get the job. So for a particular job, she tried hard, but she could not. So this is one fact that she tried hard, and the second fact is she did not get that job. Now here we will use although. Although she tried very hard, then a comma will be always there. So although she tried very hard, she could not get the job. So here one fact is related to the second fact. And one fact shows that makes another fact look very surprising or unusual. So once again I am repeating it, students. The third conjunction is although. It shows a fact that makes another fact look surprising or unusual. For example, I have taken two sentences. She tried very hard and the second part is she could not get the job. So we have joined it with the conjunction although. Although she tried very hard, she could not get the job. Here students, we can also use the conjunction but. But since I am teaching although, so I have given the example with although. Although she tried very hard, she could not get the job. The last conjunction which you will study today is if, where we use if. If is expresses to, or we use if to show condition or suppositions. Have a look at the board now, students. So the last topic for today is the conjunction if. There are two places where we use the if. The first one, it expresses a condition. Condition means if this happens, then this will happen. If this happens, then the next thing will happen. So it is a condition. It shows condition. And the second, it expresses supposition. Now what is the meaning of supposition? Supposition means a belief without any certain knowledge. That means we have a belief that if I go late, I will miss the flight. Or if I go late to the school, the teacher will scold me. So this is called as supposition. Supposition means that if I go to school late, my teacher will scold me. Maybe on particular that day the teacher won't scold me, but it is a belief that maybe if I go late, I will be getting scolded. So two conditions, that is two reasons, that is it expresses condition or supposition. Now let us take the example here. The grasshopper had collected food. Its family wouldn't have starved. Now how to join this? Because it is a condition that if the grasshopper would have collected food at proper time, then the family would not have starved. So it is a condition. So we will use here if. So if the grasshopper had collected food, comma, if the grasshopper had collected food, comma, its family wouldn't have starved. Its family wouldn't have starved. Now students, have a look at it once again. The last is if. If. Where we are using if, it expresses condition or it expresses supposition. That means a belief without any certain knowledge, as I told you. The example, the grasshopper had collected food, sentence number 1. Its family wouldn't have starved, sentence number 2. Now we are joining it with if. If the grasshopper had collected food, its family wouldn't have starved. So it is a condition. So students, with this I have completed the explanation of chapter 11, that is conjunctions. Hope students the things are clear to you. So take care students and goodbye.